Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this video, I've got 3 games on the map of the Colosseum. I'm starting in the middle right position, playing as the Soviets. So in these 3 games, the first game my team play normally, and not the other team though. You can see the blue guy trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, he's just brought his MCV to the right side to have a look, and then decided it's not worth it and bring it back. But first game my team plays normally, and then let's just say the tactics get more and more unique as we go through the games. That's what my teammates are doing, so we'll have to see how that unfolds. As you can see, this map, the Colosseum, is very, very small. It's tiny. It's got a gem patch in the middle, surrounded by walls, and it's got all around the edges of the map. Of course, everyone wants to go for the gems at the first, and usually games are very short on this map. Just because you're so close to your teammates, you're basically going to be fighting from the get-go, and in the later games, you'll see some tactics that are very unusual for this map. Now we're just taking out some of that wall using grenadiers, just so our truck has a good run and can get in easily. And I'm just having a look at the bottom of the map, and we can see Eric coming up with some infantry, so I'm going to have to bring some infantry to defend, and I've got more building straight away. I've also got my war factory building as well, so I can produce tanks when needed. Just having a look at the top there, so I've got my war factory out now, and I'm going to just need to build more grenadiers, and I'm building a large power plant so I can get a Tesla, because you can see these troops may be dangerous. I just have to position my infantry correctly, and if they try and go for the attack, then we'll be able to take them out. And you can see Eric losing a lot of infantry there, and the threat is pretty much over now. Once the Tesla coil is down, I'll have much better defence against anything he brings, and now we see a tank going and some infantry following on. Teslas do great damage against tanks. They're sometimes actually weak against infantry, because although they kill them, like there's 1 Tesla zap for each infantry, which isn't really that beneficial always. But you can see him having to pull away now with that single tank. But he's got a Tesla in the middle of the map, and you can see my auto truck is almost dead, and it looks like I'm going to just get it away. But yellow's also closing as well, and green's Tesla is going down, and it's not looking good at all for us. So yeah, I'm just trying to clear that tank from the top, and I'm trying to build another Tesla in my base just for a bit more defence. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and go around the back, because there's too many base defences at the front. So we'll see if we can do any damage going round the back. You can see yellow following me now. He's got medium tanks, and that second Tesla is on the build just in case I get attacked. And you can see red coming at the back of my base. That construction yard is unfortunately going to go down, but I'm going to see what I can do at the back of their base. So we're going further down to see what they've got. We can see some power plants there, but you can see it's just in. Yeah, I'm just getting absolutely swamped at the moment, and unfortunately I'm going to get no damage at all. And that Tesla also taken out 1 of my tanks, and I've lost my construction yard now. It's not looking good at all. And now Eric coming in with his heavy tanks. But you can see as soon as he gets close to those Tesla, they do great damage. So he has to be careful, because he's just lost 3 tanks. It was 3 tanks on 3 tanks, but with the Tesla in the background, he lost all those tanks without doing any damage. And now you can see green fighting with yellow above. I'm fighting with Eric, but I'm getting sort of like the better trade-offs here, because he's using his tanks are just getting a bit too close to my base, and as soon as that Tesla is in range, it's bad news. But there's Eric's Tesla, and that Tesla has just destroyed green's tanks, and I can't see any more green tanks anywhere, and I think he might have lost his war factory. And unfortunately now it's me against red and yellow, and you can see unfortunately it's over. There's no way back from this. Green is selling up, and I'm selling up as well. That is good game. So yeah, I think the main problem was in that game is I needed to be a lot more aggressive with infantry at the start. I think when blue went to my side of the map and then went back to his side of the map, if I'd followed in with lots of infantry, Eric, like red, would have had to focus entirely on me, and then yellow might have been in trouble with my 2 teammates at the top. So I need to be a bit more aggressive that game. So this is the second game. I was starting in the same position this game, and I'm going to be building some grenadiers first of all, just to get that wall down, so I can start mining on the gems straight away once I get that ore refinery out. This is a 4v4 game, so I don't have to worry too much about infantry at the start, because you can see Green's clearing them off. What I do need to do, though, is I do need to provide support to my teammate, and that's why I'm bringing some infantry down here. And you can see Yellow trying to carry out the base crawl, and there's the turret coming out, and I think we might get pillboxes quite soon. At least the turrets don't do damage against infantry that much, but pillboxes do, so we need to take that out quickly and try and help get Green as much as we can, because we don't want those pillboxes get into his barracks and killing the infantry as soon as they're produced. And now Green might be in a little bit of trouble, but Purple's ran all his infantry in, and now he's got a flame tower, which is going to provide a bit of defence, but it looks like Yellow is going to go to my base instead. I haven't really prepared for this, so the question is, can I survive? He's going for my ore refinery, and this will be massive if he gets to take that down, but he's switched to my infantry, and now I've got my war factory out, and I'm immediately building a flame tower just to fend off this attack. And now he's going for my war factory, but that flame tower is going to be deployed right now, and that's going to be that attack over, and that flame tower is going to provide great defence. And while Yellow's being focused on me, Green's being able to sort of fortify his position, and now we're going to go and try and take out in the middle of the map, have a little bit of a fight there. You can see Blue with that ore truck, and I haven't got too much defences as of yet, and if I can get this ore truck out, it's going to be big. Let's see, it's on red HP. Is it going to go down? And it does. And that's a big blow for Blue, because even though he's got a war factory out, he's going to be really low on ore. And now we can see Pink attacking those tanks. And now Blue deploying a Tesla coil in the middle of the map. We saw how effective the Tesla in the middle of the map was last game. Let's see if it goes the same this time. And now Pink fighting with his light tanks. And unfortunately, those light tanks are going to be very weak against Tesla. And you can see now, yeah, he was taking out my ore refinery. He was going to go down, unfortunately. So I've sold it. I'm going to sell some other buildings because I've got another ore refinery on the build now, and I'm going to have to put it in the back of my base. And I'll get those gems off because that'll be a lot of resources right there. And now Red is going for the attack on Pink, but those tanks retreating now on very, very low HP. And I can still get this, I'm going to have to take that back because you can see Red there with his tanks. We'll try and take out a couple of those tanks, and they've gone down. And you can see Red losing some tanks there because he did have quite a few there. He's lost almost 4 tanks, and he's got very little in return. And now Blue coming down, taking that war factory out, unfortunately. But we've got that other tank that's pulling back now. And I don't know if Blue's got like an ore refinery left or any ore trucks. I'll have to... I can't see any anyway, because I would think they'd be using the gems in the middle of the map, since he's got that Tesla there to provide some defence. I can't see any ore trucks there at the moment, just having a bit of a look around. And now I'm going to go for the bottom of the map. We can see there's some defences there from Yellow, but as he's playing allies, and you can see that Tesla actually taking it out anyway, but his allies, the base defences, are nowhere near as strong. And that looks like it might be Yellow's last... Well, he's got an ore refinery there, so he's still got a building left somewhere. But now we're going for Red, and Nose has said Tanya. So there was actually a Tanya used by our team at just earlier, and we're just going to have a look at that now. So this was earlier on, and Matthias comes up with a Tanya from the bottom of the map, and is straight going for Yellow's barracks straight away, and then going for the ore refinery, and then going for the construction yard. So he can't build another ore refinery, he can't build any more units. And now Matthias going up the map. You can see that Red has now noticed, and that's why he had to pull back earlier. Going for the ore refinery, going for the construction yard, and going for the war factory. And Nose only has 1 war factory, so he can't replace that. And he's going to be able to produce no more tanks. And then he was going round to Blue, but then got squashed by that heavy tank. But some major damage done there by that Tanya. And now the game has completely changed. You can see that Blue doesn't have an ore truck. We took that out earlier, so he can't produce any more units. And we're going to take out that Tesla that he's got, and also that tank and that flame tower. And now we'll be able to start mining in the middle of the map. And you can see Nose can produce tanks, but what he's doing instead is he's producing Tesla troopers. Shock troopers is the official name, and they are very, very strong against tanks. But I'd say heavy tanks are better overall. If you can only produce one, and it's a choice between heavy tanks and Tesla troopers, I'd always go for the heavy tanks. And now we're going to try and take out some of these bottom buildings. If he loses this power, he's going to have a much slower building speed, which is what we're trying to take out right now. And he's got that flame tower there as well, which we're going to take out. And also that ore refinery. So he was going to run out of, well, I don't know if he'll run out of resources, because earlier I saw he had 6,000 when it was on the replay. But he won't be able to pick up any more resources. And now you can see it's definitely going to be pretty much good game, because there's nothing the other team can do. We've got green at the bottom, we've got pink producing another war factory, and all of Nose's teammates out of the game, and he will be soon. So yeah, it was an interesting game. We were struggling in the middle there, but the Tanya came through around the back of the base, and you don't usually see it on this map because of the short games. People don't usually get tech centres, and it's hard to do on this map because if you get a tech centre, you need to spend resources in radar dome, you have less resources at the start, and you can get overwhelmed quite easily. But it did pan out that game. And as I say, the tactics just get a bit more and more stranger for this map as we go through. So this is the third game, and I'm starting again in the right hand position, but this time I'm more at the top of the map. I'm playing Soviets again. I think Soviets are definitely the better nation to play on this map. They do have grenadiers, which are very good for blowing up the walls, and also defending from large groups of infantry. And as you've seen from the previous games, base defences do play a major role in this type of map, and Tesla and Flame Towers are much stronger than the allied equivalent. And now you can see that Red and Cyan are bringing quite a lot of infantry to my base, and this could be dangerous for me because it's sort of like a bit of a 2-on-1 at the moment, and they'll be able to produce infantry a lot faster than I am. And now I'm just building a ore refinery there, and fortunately there's a bit where he can get through, but I'm building grenadiers, and you can see this could be dangerous right now. Red coming close to my base, and he's going to lose those infantry, just pushed in a bit too far. But you can see Cyan trying to take out that power plant, and I'm getting that flame tower down to try and just help me defend a bit against here. You can see Red's losing a bit of HP on that ore truck, and I'm going to go down to that position. I'm just building more flame towers just to defend a little bit more, but I might have pushed in a little bit far with that flame tower there. But I've taken out Red's ore truck, and that is very, very big at this stage of the game. And this means Red's going to have to sort of stop what he's doing and build another ore refinery, which is a big win for us for now. But we have to see if we can capitalise on that. And you can see Red getting a war factory down. The thing is though, that war factory, even though he'll be able to produce tanks, he's going to have to make sure he has the funds to produce a Tesla. And that was just a really stupid power plant placement by me, right in the middle of Red's base. I should have placed it right at the back. But I have bought myself time so I could put a flame tower down. And yeah, I'm just having to try and defend against those, trying to build grenadiers. And you can see Matthias coming out with some planes. And unfortunately, I make another major mistake here. I'm building a flame tower, but I don't have any power. And you can see those Cyan coming in now on my construction yard. So even if I'd built the power plant, it would have made much difference because I wouldn't have had enough time to defend. You can see Red in with the tanks and Cyan in with the infantry. But now Matthias with the MiGs. And he's almost got enough now, because I think he needs 6 to destroy construction yards. And now you can see that Cyan are coming in for the attack on those airfields. Let's see if we can do anything at this point. I'm trying to go for the base attack on that ore refinery. That's forcing Red to pull back, and also Matthias has got a flame tower. And now those MiGs going for that ore refinery, and the second ore refinery goes down for Red. And I don't know if he'll have the funds to build another one, because he hasn't been mining much this game. And now you can see those tanks coming in, but Matthias using his MiGs to take them out. And I'm going to try and take my infantry round the back. And also get some visibility, although we can see we have pretty decent visibility anyway. We can have sight of Red's construction yard. We have sight of Cyan's construction yard. And Cyan selling out that war factory. That indicates that Cyan has lost his ore truck in this and can't mine anymore. That must be why he's trying to sell it to get another ore refinery. Let's have a look at the map now. I can see that blue, our teammate, is okay, mining from the middle, but I can't see anything else. I can see yellow with an ore truck there, but Matthias coming in, and yellow has left the game, and now Cyan has lost his construction yard, so he can't build any more units, and that is definitely going to be good game. MiGs is a very rare sight on this map because you need to be able to survive while you're spending resources on airfields and MiGs. And to be able to do that is very hard on this map because there's so much fighting early on and people are spending loads of resources on base defences and infantry. So it managed to work this time, but it is very hard to do. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video.